it's a bit messy in my head.
When a seven-figure founder says that on a coaching call, you found the real problem. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the actual coaching call where it happened and the 3 lessons that changed everything. But here's the twist. I want you to spot exactly what's keeping this founder from breaking through to 8 figures. Because if you can't spot it, you might be making the same mistake right now. All right, first, let me set the stage. This is a real coaching session with a 7-figure SaaS founder. So to protect his privacy, I blurred his face and changed his voice using AI, but the conversation, 100% real. No scripts, no actors, just a raw coaching call. So it's Friday morning, I'm here in my office in West Palm Beach, Florida, and this founder, we'll keep him anonymous, is very smart. Really smart, built a solid 7-figure business. Now, before I get on a call with one of my clients, I have them fill out an assessment so I can prepare and help them to get the most out of our session together because I value their time. And one of the questions I ask is there anything specific you want to discuss on this upcoming coaching call? Now, this time, this gentleman mentioned he wanted to discuss mindset, which made me raise an eyebrow since I'd already given him all the tools he needs for a bulletproof 8-figure mindset. But here's what made it even more confusing for me. On this same assessment form, my clients track their daily practices. How many days they meditate, how many days they listen to their custom hypnosis track, how many times they use a power move technique to get absolutely focused and motivated. And this gentleman, he ticked the box that he was meditating 5 to 6 days a week. So I'm sitting here looking at this assessment thinking, meditating every day pretty much, you have all the mindset tools, so why do you need to discuss mindset? Something's just not adding up. But when we get on the call, he immediately says something that starts to make sense. Mark, I need you to be more of a grounding partner because I'm all over the place. Now we're getting somewhere. Let me show you what happened next.
I guess I'm a bit, how do you say it, like black and white and swinging back and forth between different things. I guess it's a bit messy in my head in terms of I should figure things out first before I take the next step. But on the other hand, I should take the next step now and rush forward. And then in the back of my head, I have a half this like, yeah, we need to reach the million a month. And that's why I hired the AdWords expert and so on. And now I'm back to like, yeah, but it doesn't matter how many we bring in. Yeah, because now we're working on the onboarding, and if we are able to scale it profitable, then that's a really good strategy. But if we are not able, and I can tell it takes time, I mean, the AdWords guy hasn't really managed to get 50 customers yet, and he's struggling with the international AdWords. But the effect of doing that is like, yeah, I have to have meeting with him every week. He needs to fix the ad, and he doesn't know the product. So all these things I'm kind of missing when I say like, let's go, now and to me it's like, I want to move ahead, but every time I initiate those like things, it's like 90% I didn't see coming, that needs to get handled. Like, yeah, okay, we have the guy, I'm paying him, but I don't get the effect because it doesn't understand the product. We don't have clarity in terms of what's our number one killer feature.
Okay, pause. Did you catch what just happened there? Listen to how many different initiatives are bouncing around in his head all at the same time. Customer research calls, hiring a head of marketing, managing an AdWords specialist, fixing the onboarding, scaling international traffic. And notice the language he's using. I'm all over the place. Every time I start something, 90% of what happens, I didn't see coming. I'm swinging back and forth between different things. It's a bit messy in my head. Now, this isn't a strategy problem. We already have a crystal clear Q4 strategy. No, this is a scattered mind jumping from one problem to the next, unable to focus on the one thing that's going to move the needle in the business right now. But it gets better. Let me show you the moment where he reveals what's actually happening. So here's what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm seeing is this. You've got a lot of stuff going on in your head, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's actually normal. What is so freaking important that you do is meditate every day. Because that quietens down what's going on in your head, allowing you just to focus on one thing at a time without all the stuff happening.
The thing is, I've been meditating, but I haven't used the heart map. So during the days, I usually take like 20 minutes, half an hour to create the room, and sometimes I'm out at the cafe or something. So, and that's why I guess those things comes up. Like, yeah, it is the right thing to do to talk with the customers. Yeah. And realizing things like, yeah, the AdWords wasn't that smart because it added a lot of extra things on top that needed to be in place. So it kind of distracted me.
Well, let's just talk about the meditation. So what are you doing then?
Well, for me, meditation is also about if I sit at the coffee shop, just relaxing and letting my thinking just handle itself. So catching up with myself.
Right there. That's the problem. He thinks he's meditating, but what he's actually doing is rehearsing problems. He's sitting at a cafe with his coffee, letting his thoughts handle themselves. That's not meditation, that's rumination. And here's what most seven-figure founders don't realize. You can't out-tactic a scattered mind. You can hire the perfect team, you can implement every framework, you can execute flawlessly. But if your mental operating system is running on anxiety, scattered thoughts, and caffeine, none of it works. Let me show you what I told him. When I say meditation, that is not at all my definition of meditation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very different things. When I say meditation, I'm talking about a specific practice to get a specific result.
Okay.
The heart math meditation is specifically designed to relax your nervous system and have your heart, your intuition, and your logic work as one. All right, so let's break down the 3 critical lessons from this call. Lesson number 1, sitting at Starbucks thinking is not meditation. Now, most entrepreneurs confuse reflection with practice. They think, I'll sit quietly and work through my problems. Now, that can be helpful, and I encourage that thinking time, but it's not meditation. You're not quieting your mind, you're feeding it more problems to chew on. Real meditation is a specific practice designed to get a specific result. The heart-brain coherence meditation, or what I call heart math in the video, is what I teach my clients to use because it's scientifically proven to sync your heart, your intuition, and your logic. This allows you to make better decisions because you're not operating from anxiety or scattered thoughts. You're operating from clarity. When this founder told me he was meditating at cafes, I had to stop him because what he was calling meditation was actually making the problem worse. He thought he was clearing his head, but he was actually just rehearsing the same problems over and over, going in circles, and then wondering why he couldn't make a decision. Now, listen, if you're watching this and thinking, this sounds like me, I've got 2 things for you. Number 1, if you're doing $1 million+ per year in your business and you want world-class executive coaching and consulting to help you hit your revenue and profit goals, book a free strategy call. The link is in the comments and description. Or if you're thinking, I need to start meditating, then sign up to the waitlist for the free live 30-day meditation challenge I'm about to launch for entrepreneurs. In this challenge, entrepreneurs from all over the world will meet daily, and I'll teach you a powerful 20-minute meditation technique that we'll practice together for 30 days for free. Click the link in the comment in the description or comment section to sign up for the waitlist. All right, let's get back to the lessons. I do have a different type of meditation that you can do anywhere. And this is the one I taught Sam. You close your eyes, you breathe naturally in and out through your nose, and you put all of your focus and attention on the air going in and out through your nostrils. The moment you notice your mind think about anything else, even if it's the most brilliant genius idea you've ever had in your entire life, you let the idea go and you come straight back to focusing on the air coming in and out through your nostrils. And here's lesson number 2. Your mind is a muscle. Train it or it controls you. This technique is called Anapana meditation. And here's what happens. At first, you'll struggle to focus for 5 seconds before your mind starts wandering. But over time, the mental chatter gets quieter, 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 until you can operate in pure flow. By the way, as a side note, I've been practicing a type of meditation called Vipassana for about a decade. And it's how I can coach soccer teams, run my business, and work with multiple 7-figure clients and not lose my mind. But I digress. The point is, your mind is like a muscle. If you don't train it, it controls you. If you train it, you control your business. Most founders are operating with an untrained mind, thoughts bouncing everywhere, priorities shifting constantly, energy scattered across 10 initiatives, and they wonder why they can't break through. You need a daily practice that trains you to focus your mind, not just thinking time at Starbucks, but an actual structured practice. And that's what we'll do together on the free meditation challenge. So sign up using the link in the comments if you haven't already. You know, I just found out this past week that Sam Ovens is now a billionaire on paper because of the valuation of school.
Okay.
When I first started with Sam, the very first habit I had him do, which he'd never done in his life before, meditate every day before you get to work. I think I started off with 5 minutes a day or 10 minutes, and then add a minute each week or each day until he got to 20 minutes.
Okay.
They did 20 minutes a day. And he was like, that was an absolute game changer for him. And here's lesson number 3. You can't scale to 8 figures on a Windows 95 operating system. Sam Ovens, the CEO and founder of School.com, the first thing I had him do when we started working together was meditate daily. I think we started at about 5 minutes a day and then slowly built it up to 20 minutes a day. He told me later it was the single most important habit I gave him. Not because it made him relax, because it gave him the mental clarity to make billion-dollar decisions. Tim Ferriss says that more than 80% of the high performers he has on his podcast do some type of mindfulness practice as a daily practice. Not thinking time at Starbucks, a structured, deliberate practice that trains their mind. Because here's the truth. This founder was doing everything right on paper. Smart strategy, good hires, solid business model, but his mental operating system was just overwhelmed. Too many browser tabs open, system crashing, and he kept trying to solve it with more tactics. When what he actually needed was to clear up the clutter in his mind first. And that's what meditation does. It's not woo-woo, it's the foundation that allows everything else to work.
Yeah, so I will commit to do 1 Earth meditation every day now for the next week.
And that commitment, that's when everything changed. Within a week, his decisions got clearer. He stopped bouncing between 10 priorities. He could focus on the one thing that mattered most. Not because I gave him a better strategy, because I gave him the mental clarity to execute the strategy he already knew. Here's the pattern I see with every stuck 7-figure founder. They're brilliant. They're doing all the right things, but they're paralyzed. Should I hire first or do research? Should I scale ads or fix onboarding? Should I focus on this or that? And the paralysis is sometimes just a lack of strategy. And if you have the strategy, then it's a lack of mental clarity. They keep trying to solve it with more hires, more strategies, more frameworks, when what they actually need is less mental noise, less scattered thinking, less decision fatigue. And that starts with a daily meditation practice. An actual structured practice that upgrades your mental operating system. Listen, if you're a 7-figure founder and you recognize yourself in this coaching call, you've got a choice to make right now. Number 1, if you're already doing $1 million+ annually and you're ready to stop being scattered and start scaling to $1 million a month with world-class executive coaching, book a free strategy call with my team. We'll map out your exact path to $1 million a month using the 3D scaling system. No pitch, no pressure, just a genuine conversation about what's keeping you stuck and how to break through. You'll find a link in the description and in the comments. The second choice you have is if you're thinking, I need to start meditating, but I need more accountability, join the waitlist for the free live 30-day meditation challenge I'm launching soon. Every day for 30 days, entrepreneurs from all over the world will meet with me live, where we'll sit down, I'll teach you the exact 20-minute meditation technique that transformed this founder's business in 1 week. The same practice Sam Ovens credits as his most important habit. We'll do it together, live, every single day. It's completely free. The link is in the description and the comment. Either way, you're taking action. And that's what separates 7-figure entrepreneurs who stay stuck from the ones who break through to 8. Oh, and if you got value from seeing this real coaching call, let me know in the comments. I've got hundreds of hours of these calls. So if you want to see more real coaching breakdowns like this, just comment more below and I'll keep making them for you. All right, that's it. Join the meditation challenge, book the strategy call or both, and I'll see you on the next one. This is Mark Dharma, the Mil a Month Mentor.